I think we are rolling. Hello, welcome back. I haven't had a sit down talking conversation with you guys in a minute. I think like the last one, let me see actually. Literally, the last time that I had a sit down talking conversation with you guys was about a year ago, which is insane. A lot has happened. I've traveled a little bit, made new friends, lost some friends, well, lost, but just moved on from certain friendships and relationships. I'm kind of just in a very different state of mind right now. Yeah, where I am mentally right now is kind of just very aware and very accepting of a lot of things and a lot of these changes. Life in general can get a little rocky, and especially with the world and how everything's kind of going right now too, like that can definitely affect people's outlook on life and just can affect people's mental, all of that. So I don't know, I feel like I'm at a point in time now where I can like talk about it, and I want to, because I feel like writing out my feelings and talking to you guys and just talking my feelings out is damn near therapy for me. I can say I have a good head on my shoulders. I can confidently say that. I feel like I've been navigating through those feelings pretty well. If you are feeling a little depressy spaghetti or a little lost or whatever the case may be, if you just need a little pick me up, this video is for you. Keep listening, keep watching, and I hope y'all are able to take something out of this. Now, if y'all have watched one of my previous little Let's Chat videos, y'all know I like to write down notes so I know where I'm going in the video. So if you see me looking over to the side, it's because I'm looking at notes. But y'all just bear with me, okay? Just bear with me. First thing I want to say that I wish that I told myself more, and I wish I would tell myself now, is to just breathe. If you would take 2 seconds to just hand over your heart or hand over your forehead, whatever brings you just like a little sense of comfort. It could even be you hugging yourself, and just breathe. Just relax your shoulders and just stop for 2 seconds. For me, overthinking things is my worst enemy. I hate it. It's just who I am. I'm going to overthink things here and there. But I have gotten so much better at that. I don't know if y'all ever did this. I will literally overthink myself or overthink a situation that happened, an interaction with somebody, verbal altercation with someone, or disagreement. I will think of ways it could have gone better, it could have gone worse, however different it could have been. I will think so deep on that situation. I'm thinking of whole scenarios that didn't even happen, like from start to finish. What would this person say if I would have said this instead of that? And then if they replied with that, how would I have replied with this? And it literally just brings me so much anxiety. And I'm doing it to myself. I could literally just be chilling here, and you would never know what's going on in my mind. You might know that I'm deep in deep thought. If you know me well, you'll know I'm in deep thought. So trust me when I say this, that I understand. If you are an overthinker, I understand how annoying it is when you feel yourself spiraling down this overthinking rabbit hole. I just want you to just take a second, literally hold yourself, comfort yourself in any type of way, and just breathe and let your shoulders down, let it go. If you got to stand up and just like walk away from that corner of the couch or get out of bed, go take a shower, go take a bath, go through the motions of that. And then after you get out of the shower, leave those thoughts in the shower. Like, how people say leave the bad juju outside the door when you come into my house. You need to remember that this home, your place, wherever this is supposed to be your safe space. Okay. The reason why I say also to go through these emotions, go through the overthinking, is because we're not magicians. Okay. It's easier said than done to just stop overthinking, to just shut those feelings off, to just not be sad anymore, angry, or it's hard. I go through the scenarios in my mind for a little bit because I just can't help it. But there's a balance. I'm like, okay, girl, you're doing too much. Like I give myself grace. Treat yourself how you would treat the person you're in love with. Treat yourself how you would treat your best friend and stuff. When your best friend or your lover is going through something, you're going to let them power through their thoughts and stuff, but not alone. So kind of do the same thing. You're not going to let them go off the edge. you're not even going to let them get anywhere near that edge. So do the same thing for you. Feel those emotions, feel those feelings, but don't go over the edge. Pull yourself back, just like you would do for someone you really love and care for. You need to really love and care for yourself. But I just wanted to say that because it's like, I don't want y'all to think that I'm just going to be sitting here preaching as if it's so easy to just switch your brain. Like I said, we're human, and I still struggle. I still struggle with overthinking. I still struggle with all of that, with anxiety. I literally can think myself into anxiety attacks. So when things start getting a little dark and getting a little, I don't know, a little iffy sometimes, like whether it be I'm feeling depressed, sad, lost, whatever the case may be, things are just not going my way. My problem is isolating myself when things get rough. Like I'll isolate, shut my feelings down. I won't talk to anyone and let them know how I'm feeling. If someone hurt me, I'll just be like, I don't want to deal with a possible argument, and I don't like tension or anything like that. So I'm just going to be like, hey, whatever, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm going to talk about that later. But anyway, I'm proud of how far I've come because I don't do that as bad as I used to, or beat myself up over things that I have no say so over, or I have no, like I can't do anything about it. The only thing you can do is, do better for yourself. If you have a friend or someone that you can talk to on a deeper level, someone that can just be there to listen, even if you don't necessarily need or want advice, you're not in a place where you can take people's advice right now. If you have someone that's emotionally like stable and emotionally mature enough to hear you out when you need to talk to someone, I would talk to them. It could be a cousin, an uncle. Don't not talk to somebody. Don't just face these problems all on your own. Put your ego and your pride aside and just talk to someone. I will put down in the description below of things that I find that could be helpful as well if you're not comfortable yet to open up to somebody close to you in your life, or if you don't have someone close to you in your life that you can open up to, there's resources for you. I know that there are, and I know it can be hard to find it because it can just be hard to accept that you need some help and go look for that help. It can be emotionally draining unpacking things that you're going through and how you're feeling. Anything mentally straining to me can be more exhausting than going on like a 12-mile hike. What makes you happy? If you can't think of things that make you happy, maybe we should rephrase the question. What makes you feel lighter? What's a positive distraction? Alcohol, drugs, all that stuff. There is no way to balance that when you are in a lost, negative state of mind. When we start numbing ourselves to these feelings, there's never anything good that can come from that. Okay, a glass of wine here and there is okay. A beer here and there is okay. But like that needs to be accompanied with other things, not just drinking or smoking or anything like that. Because if it's only that and that's the main thing we're doing, it's not okay. It's not okay. So what are some other things? The gym, painting. If you are into music, maybe pick up on how to play the piano. Literally on your phone, there's piano keyboard apps that you could potentially get into. Download GarageBand onto your laptop or your phone. Start producing some of your own music. Become a producer. You might have never even thought about that. That's something I actually wanted to take up. Content creating, video games, whatever brings you joy. Even if it's just for a little bit, like that's your break. That's your mental break. We can go back to trying to dive in and assess what we got going on inside of our head. Let's take a mental break for some fun. So we're not just drowning in the grief and negativity. You need to be happy about the little wins. Thunderstorm was coming, but it was brewing, and you decided instead of settling underneath that rain cloud, I'm gonna go do something that's going to bring a little bit of sunshine, and that's literally a win right there. A win is a win is a win is a win. You know, I can't remember who said this quote. Someone on social media. If y'all know, let me know in the comments, or if y'all heard it from somewhere, but whatever. It was, perfection kills progression. I'm gonna say that one more time. Perfection kills progression. And that really, really stuck with me. Like it really, really stuck with me because I'm like, damn, like we really are our harshest critics. I tried to make mashed potatoes from scratch and I was so mad. Because everyone else was telling me that it was tasted really good and they really liked it, but I just was not feeling them, you know? And I'm like, dang, but you know what? This is only my third or fourth time making mashed potatoes. And even though it wasn't perfect to me, like it was really good to other people. So girl, like be happy about that. They could have been lying, but I'm gonna trust that they weren't. But you had like 3 projects that you wanted to get done today and you were only able to get 1.5 done. You still got those 1.5 projects done. You have so much time to get those other projects done. This is one thing that I kind of have, I feel like I've kind of stopped telling myself that. It adds too much pressure on to me personally. It adds too much pressure. So y'all know how people will say like life's too short, you just got to go for it. You never know what could happen tomorrow. We need that balance, okay? Yes, that is true. You don't know what could happen tomorrow, but you need to know that yes, there's always room for more, but like I said, a win is a win. Give yourself some grace. Just write down all the things that you've done today. If you've written down more than like 2 things, like hey, you did something. Now if you want to push yourself for more, all right, that's fine. Don't beat yourself up just because you only got 3 things out of the 15 things that you wanted to get done, okay? You know yourself best. If you genuinely feel like you are not pleased with how the day went or you're not pleased with how the week went, let's adjust some things so we can feel like more accomplished and more satisfied for the next day or the next week. That's one thing that's really like changed my outlook and really changed how I view myself. Treat yourself how you treat your best friend. Treat yourself how you treat the love of your life. If someone in your life that you care about is talking so much crap about themselves, like they just, oh, I hate how I look, oh, I didn't do enough today, oh, I need a new job. If they're coming at you with all these negative things about themselves or venting to you, what are you going to do back? You're going to give them advice. You're going to be positive. You're going to tell them, look at the brighter side. Hey, you did this though. And that's what's helped me because I'm starting to do that for me. That is what has helped me keep my head above water. Things can get tough. Our brains are so powerful. Our heart and our soul and our brains, they do a million things at once. They feel, they hurt, they I don't know, they guide. They get lost, they get confused, they do so many different things. If you're listening to this and you feel like, dang, no one understands how I feel, I do. I understand how you feel. I understand how it feels to not know yourself, to be so overwhelmed, to feel like you're not doing the best that you can. I understand how it feels. Give yourself a hug, pat yourself on the back for the little things. And that's helped me a lot with not drowning in that negativity that I would place onto myself. No matter where you are in life, no matter how old you are, if you got kids, you don't got kids, if you got, a ring on your finger, if you don't got a ring on your finger, if you don't have your dream car, if you do you go back to school? If you do you not? Do you take this job offer? Do you not? No matter where you are in life, there's always a chance for success. Always a chance for things to change for the better. Don't drown in it is what it is. I grew to hate that statement because if it really is what it is, then you might as well just say you've already failed because you're pumping the brakes. You're stopping the progression. You're stopping yourself from possibly seeing changes. Not even possibly. You will see changes, but you won't if you are already saying it is what it is. The potential growth, the potential success, just take it easy. Me being the age that I am now, the young, independent woman that I am right now, what I would tell myself 5 years ago, 10 years ago, take it easy, Like I literally would just say, take it easy, stop stressing, stop overthinking, like you will figure it out. Every single time things get hard, my heart gets broken, people disappoint me, I've disappointed myself. Anytime something like that happens, now I'm like, girl, but you're at where you're at right now. Yes, things get hard, but you're a hustler. You're alive and breathing right now. Think of it like that. How many storms have you fought through? You could be fighting right now through a really crazy storm. And that's the key thing, is you are fighting. You haven't given up. You haven't said it is what it is. Some storms last longer than others. Think of how nice it is when the storm passes and the weight is off of your shoulders. There's no end to, oh, bro, I made it. We made it, boys. There's no end to that. You just made it through this part. You have so many more parts to go. I have so many more parts to go through. Our book of life isn't done being written. We add more and more chapters every single day. There's so many outcomes to our everyday decisions. And that's the exciting part, and we need to be excited about that. And I know I'm just babbling. I'm babbling at this point. I've been talking for a while now. I could keep going. I really could. But just remember, perfection kills progression. You haven't failed yet. It is what it is to the things you can't control. But for what you can control, which is you and how you're gonna overcome whatever battle this is that you're going through, things will get better. It's already getting better right now just because you're listening to this. You clicked on this video because you're aware that things are a little off and you're wanting to help get back on track. Be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. I don't even know you. I hope that this video reminded you of some things that you already knew. I hope that I was able to, add a little sprinkle of positivity onto your day. But if you're new here, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I have another audiobook video coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. I'm excited for that one. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all on the flip side.